menu real quick while I tweet.
Yeah. Drop your links everywhere.
You need to drop my links everywhere. You're right. Every one of my 3 followers, and one of which is watching videos elsewhere. So he won't be here.
Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew's watching something with someone else. We're gonna
In the chat?
Yeah, the server.
Server.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is there a burger video?
Huh?
Why is there a burger video in the chat?
I don't know.
Fascinating.
I think it's this one. Alright, there we go.
Wow.
I don't remember the voices I gave them, by the way.
Just make up new ones, it's fine. Nobody else does either. Yeah. Andrew's gonna live a long life.
Yes.
He texted me right when I spoke his name. In witchcraft.
Sweet Andrew. The other benefit to having Andrew watch streams is that Andrew has mod powers in my chat. So when I get spammed and stuff, he always takes care of it like a homie.
Aww.
Yeah.
Best boy behavior.
Yes.
Always.
Yes, ma'am. All right, here we go. Matt and I walk into a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth. So there I am in the pit trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me and there's nowhere else to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back, spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Brought him a beer afterwards, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man. Just goes to show you that punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. Excuse me, I'm burping. I had Dr. Pepper with my dinner.
Hot.
I know. So how do you get to see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of these people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling.
You want to make a band?
What's that?
You want to make a band?
Do I want to make a band? I was in a band. I was in 2 bands.
You want to tour in a band?
I don't want to tour. That sounds arduous. It sounds arduous.
Hot.
I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him wherever I can. Really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what?
Hey, that's your game plan.
Yeah, that's my game plan. Listen, I have to let my kids...
Consumerism is also an option, Dan.
Yeah. Let's see.
You have to let your kids what?
You have to let your kids rebel in small ways that are totally harmless, and they get it out of their system.
Yes.
All right, so big budget remakes of foreign films, fashion, or consumerism. Duh. Consumerism.
Is that your daddy tip for today?
That's my daddy tip for today is you must rebel against consumerism with your child together. Why do we got to get up early on the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we, like, share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just comfortable in every situation always. Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably going to feel it in my knees in the morning. Mood. I always feel it in my knees. You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. All right, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool.
Yell it.
Okay, let me back up. Matt called me cool. There you go.
Hot.
Rolled away.
Let's go.
Had to roll away for that. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out of her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. Oh, I'm not yelling at it. Do you want me to yell it again?
Yes.
Matt thinks I'm cool! You don't
Love
say. Amanda Panda. I'm not yelling it again. Matt thinks I'm cool.
You have to yell it again.
No. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey Amanda, remind me which one of us just tore it up in the pit at a punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition? First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad, TM. Alright, I'm hitting the hay pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. Eat a balanced meal every day that includes vegetables, fruit, and protein. Gun safety? Gun safety, what?
I'll give that record another spin. Why not?
Frank B.
What the hell?
How did I get a rank B?
Do you wanna score well?
I'll do my best to score well.
Okay, if you wanna score well, you'll score well.
Well, I'm a tryhard. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, I just thought you'd want this big ol' envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. It's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh. I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing! I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, peering into our foil wrap burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. I'm thirsty
Aw,
already.
such a wholesome like dinner.
Mm-hmm.
A wholesome kid.
She's a very wholesome kid.
Wonder what she's doing behind his back to rebel.
Yeah, exactly. Just kidding. She is doing something. Something's going on with her. I think she has a boyfriend. She's being real secretive and everything, but I don't think it's anything like that's like cause for concern.
I mean, if it's just a boyfriend, she doesn't really have to hide it.
Nah. I mean, maybe she thinks her dad will freak out.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all those galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID in. Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Oh hey, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake? Or maybe a both. Or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh boy. I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. Hey, Sovik. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Aww. Aw, my heart. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on her forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. What a wholesome scene.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, look, she messaged me. Known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered you should buy Amanda more things. You know, I didn't go to business school. I barely managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is cool. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. I got my first degree in literature. It was a waste of money. Just kidding, it wasn't a waste of money. It helps.
If it helps, is almost worse than saying it was a waste of money.
Hey, Elderflower, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker, I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games, and I figured I would send you an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money.
All right.
Try to exercise regularly. Yes. At least, at bare minimum, do a basic, like, one circuit of, like, body weight workouts. It's good to keep active so your body doesn't hurt as much, and it gives you more energy, and it releases good endorphins in your body.
I refuse.
Huh?
I refuse. Working out is for sucker.
There's a reason why I can outrun and outperform a lot of people who are, at least 10 years younger than me. And there's a reason why I have very little pain in my body, except for my knee. But that's nothing we can do about.
I'm not moving my ass.
Well,
Sorry.
do calisthenics. You'll love calisthenics.
No. Arm hurting.
Oh. I'll just help you work out. Secretly.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Perfect.
Why is it secret?
Because you won't realize you're working out until the workout is done, and then you're exhausted.
What is this witchcraft?
Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been doing this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Elderflower, glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Man, did Craig just make like a really horny noise? Did you hear it? It was very horny.
I didn't hear anything.
It was very horny. Just like old times, Craig's a resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? I was supposed to be giving them voices. Poker face or tell the truth.
Poker face.
Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker.
Well, that was terrible.
Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe this is a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at
That gave
poker.
it away. Well, that also gave it away.
Okay, I remember, Robert, I tried to be gruff, but it's just my voice, but deeper.
Do it.
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph.
I love it.
Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? There we go, I'm getting their voices. Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Everybody laughs. Let's just get the game going. Robert does have a good aesthetic, but the trick to being attractive while carrying Robert's aesthetic is it has to look intentional. You have to smell fantastic. And you have to be like moderately successful and charming. Maybe not successful, but at least charming.
I don't see Robert's charm.
You don't see Robert's charm?
No.
You don't like the way he looks?
I just don't like the vibe.
Yeah, it's not about his vibe. It's just about his like appearance.
It doesn't just vibe with me.
The aesthetic doesn't vibe
He's
with
a-
you.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just doesn't vibe. His whole vibe is off.
Jiwoo
Even
pulls.
outside of his personality. It's like that like 5 o'clock shadow and like always looking tired with the 5 o'clock shadow. Seems like a bad idea.
Jiwoo pulls it off really good. She does. She pulls off that kind of like careless, casual look really well. And you know that she like
Yeah.
styles it intentionally.
Some people can pull it off really well. Robert's not it.
That's fair. You have to have
It's
the
just
work
not
ethic.
for me.
You need to have the charisma, the work ethic, and the hygiene to go with it. Because if you don't have those three things, then you just look like a fucking mess.
Exactly. He looks like a fucking mess.
What if he's like a billionaire?
Well, he should probably spend that money better.
All right.
Or give it to me. I would like him more if he gave me his billionaire money,
There you go.
actually.
I have bad news about Robert. Oh, maybe good news for you, baby. Yana today went through my Steam achievements and saw that we slept with Robert on the first day, right? She first of all judged me heavily.
Wow, Yana judged you. Wow, okay.
Yeah. And then Yana told
Yana
me
judged you for whoring. Got it.
and then Yana told me the way to Robert's heart is not through his dick. She told me that we blew our chance to romance Robert, who evidently has a really interesting storyline. Robert
She's
does look
played
like
it, huh?
Jessica Jones. She's played it. Of course she's played it. She played it back when she was still in college, baby. She loves dating
Oh,
sims.
damn.
Yana loves dating sims as much as I love dating
I know
sims.
she loves them, but like I didn't know she'd played this one.
She's like, this was like huge on YouTube for a little while, especially because it was made by two like popular gaming YouTubers.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
yeah, and I know that like Markiplier played it, and like she's a
Yeah, I
a
love
fan.
Markiplier. Yeah.
I can't blame her because he seems like a pretty decent dude. He's a little loud for my taste, but he seems like a decent enough dude. Like I've never seen anything bad about him.
Never had something come up yet.
And he's got
Sorry.
that kind of voice that she completely goes for.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember his voice. I've seen
It's
one
like-
or two like stuff of
It's like
a few videos of his, but like I was
it's kind of
when he was big and I was young, and I don't think I've seen anything since.
it's kind of deep and booming. Sovik said that Robert kind of looks like Jessica Jones. You don't know who that is, do you?
I foreign.
Jessica Jones is a comic book character from Marvel, and she wears a black leather jacket and blue jeans. She looks a little rough and scruffy.
Okay, right.
We all take a seat at the table and go ahead.
Women look good no matter what they do, though.
You can't Robert is my style. You using a cop out like that says women can do anything, yeah? Is a little.
It's not a cop out. It's hot. It's hot when women do it. It's not hot to do it.
She does have PTSD. I think most people have PTSD. I have PTSD. Everybody got PTSD of some kind. If you were raised by 90s and 80s parents, you've got PTSD. If you
The
live
thing is,
in current era, you have PTSD.
when women are scruffy, they look like, they can handle shit. They've been through shit.
I got that hard living look.
Sexy.
I got that hard living look.
When men look scruffy, these look lazy bums.
Got it. Noted.
So it's just kind of not it.
Got
It's just like, even when women look scruffy in that sense, there's like an aesthetic to it. They do put some effort. When men look scruffy, it's just embarrassing.
Noted. Alright. The first couple rounds go by easily, and as I'm getting the hang of things. But it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tail. Like Matt will scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. Fuck you, dude. God would not condone this. Gambling is a sin. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I meant to buy whiskey today and I forgot. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Yeah. Robert, is that a flip phone? Oh my god, he has a flip phone. Yeah. What are you, a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse, speed, Tijuana Johnny's? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today, maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I don't really think... I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet. This is the backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't
You
know.
appreciate his sense of humor? I like someone who commits to the bit.
I like someone who'll commit to a bit. I do appreciate someone who commits to a bit. So yeah, I think it's pretty funny. But they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. But do you think 3 kids are a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at a 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her for her birthday. But she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walk in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait. Do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Nice. Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs in the blanket, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I could see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Pierce the Veil's garbage. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. I don't like it. It's garbage. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. There's so much talking. I'm drying out. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter. Yes, but I haven't found a good candidate. Pick a couple. Jeez.
Which one?
You pick. Which dad do you want to be?
You pick.
Oh, you pick.
You're doing Robert, not Robert.
You
I
want
like
me to
Robert.
You like my Robert voice?
I like how you commit to the Robert voice.
Perfect.
It's funny. Okay. I'll do. Oh, Craig's gonna be so high energy. What?
I was gonna say do Matt and Craig.
Okay, I'll do Matt and Craig.
All right.
Oh, right, it's Matt. Good luck with making me remember, having me remember where we are. But okay. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know.
That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all his chips and is taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give us a damn... for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast?
Well, now I'm curious.
I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense.
I got a Liddy's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral.
Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds.
Deal the cards, big guy.
Are you guys sure you wanna... You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhouse horse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gow in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I don't know how to say this. I woke up in a ditch near a park.
Sure.
Shaoshu?
I think so.
Shaoshu? I woke up in a ditch near Shaoshu Park and had to make Shaoshu Park and had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Loved deeper than I ever had and lost it all many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how to die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting.
Nice.
Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table.
Hey,
All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go to the distance? Craig wipes sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again.
I fold.
hey.
Everyone erupts.
That's brilliant. Fine, fine. The whiskey's yours.
And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys. Next week. That's you.
You got it. I'll be there. I got no voices.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing.
I almost had a heart attack.
Welcome to the exclusive club of people who are a little terrified of Robert. We all say our
He just
goodbyes.
sounds like a fun guy.
He does sound like a
Maybe
fun
come
guy.
into a bit.
He's kind of funny. There's no way he went through all of that. It's so like he was just
Yeah,
fucking.
Robert's growing on me.
We all say our goodbyes.
Robert's growing me over one game.
All it took was one game of poker, and you're there for it.
Yeah. So it looks scruffy, but he's funny.
You've got dads.
Dad book. Who should we message on Dad book, baby?
Let's go with The hot teacher.
Hugo it is.
He even has a dimple.
He does have. He's your type. Strong jaw,
Yeah.
dimple, full
Strong
lips,
jaw, dimple.
deep set
Hell yeah.
eyes, full hair that's kind of curly.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do you like? His voice depends on whatever voice I decide to give him.
Yeah. Got your voice, so I already like it.
His turn-ons are muscles.
Huh. Well,
When
that's
lit-
not me.
Oh, I already did.
I'm let you eat plenty of carbs the night before a game.
Yeah. I navigate to Hugo's dad book and type out a message. Wait a few
No,
minutes before the...
straightforward, I like it.
I'm so glad you messaged me. I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come? And I don't know what that says. Uh-oh.
Come by and
Replace
replace
them. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, there's a lot of screaming kids, and I'll be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst ages to be.
That'll be Caleb soon.
Vic said in his high school, all the ladies simped this beautiful teacher. When I went to high school, there were 2 hot teachers, according to the students. There was a math teacher that everybody loved. He was also my basketball coach. I didn't see it, but then again, I was in the closet for a very, very long time. But then there was another teacher, and she taught study skills and life skills. And she also taught like yearbook and a couple other things. Anyway, she was fucking gorgeous. I saw it. And her younger sister was in my grade. English teachers, I bet I'd be a hot English teacher. I don't have the patience.
You're a hot English teacher.
I don't have the patience for teaching. That's why I didn't do it.
I do. I tutored a lot, so.
I TA'd at a high school for a little bit for a literature teacher, and like I did not have the patience for it.
I don't think I had the patience for middle school kids. I'm okay with high school kids as long as they're not insane. But like most high school kids I met are fine.
Yeah. My mom told me, think about what you want and send me a list. Like, okay.
Tell her you want drugs.
My aesthetic will make every teenage boy simp. I highly doubt that. And the reason why is because I carry myself in a much more masculine way. And I dress myself in a much more masculine way. I think maybe a certain type of teenage boy might find it appealing. I think more it's adult men who have embraced their more submissive side. I feel like my appeal.
Your aesthetic will make all the curious teenage girls simp.
Anyway. Yana said that she would pay extra close attention in my class if I was her literature professor. I told her I'd probably like her because she's a very insightful reader. She takes notes and everything.
I'd pay extra close attention too.
I'm sure you would, but you'd have no idea what I was talking about.
No, I would just be staring at your tits.
That Sam sure pays really good attention, but why is she doing so poorly?
She always shows up to class, sits at the front. I don't know what's wrong with her.
What's wrong with her? Why isn't she getting good grades? Like she's participating in everything. She's making eye contact with me when I'm lecturing. Like she's gotta.
Am I making eye contact though?
From my point of view, yes. Sovik said
enough.
maybe I'm projecting myself. Maybe,
What?
bro. Sovik said maybe I'm projecting myself.
Oh.
And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. I already said that. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how is middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. I only did the crying.
I only did the being generally terrible.
I did the crying, and I was also very, very heavy. I was like really, really, really heavy, but I was about to go through a massive growth spurt.
I was a little heavy too.
I think most people who end up a little taller are kind of heavy in middle school.
Makes sense. I was also generally terrible.
I I I I I couldn't talk to anybody. I struggled so much. I only did the sitting in the corner hoping no one sees me and playing as a goalie. So I played sports and I was in band. But for my lunch periods, I usually hung out in the library or the computer lab. And actually hanging out in the computer lab is where I gained a lot of my early computer skills.
I was actually in the popular group, but I only talked to the girls. I was very close to the girls, and that's the only reason I was in that group is because they were close with like the guys and the whole thing. I wasn't popular, but I was in the group.
My friend group was typically like when they would catch me because I was quick. I could get to that library like my life depended on it, and it felt like it did. My little friend group was actually very like kind to me, and they were like a nice eclectic group of people. There were band nerds and like dance team members and cheerleaders. There was like a small little eclectic group of like misfits who didn't quite fit in with everybody else, but we all clicked well together.
We don't really have cliques to that degree. So they were, they're all just kids. It's fine. They were just,
Yeah.
popular and charming and attractive. So that's it.
So,
It's not like clique per se.
nice. There was a big dead shrub behind my school. Its main stem died. I used to hide inside it in lunchtimes. That's impressive. That's an impressive hiding spot. Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop? I didn't do long division in middle school. We were beyond that. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I don't remember it. It was fine.
I didn't like it.
Terrible.
I didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs. You hurt me and I'll never forget. I didn't really get crushes, but I mean, that makes sense that I didn't. I didn't get crushes I was aware of. Lucy, it is not
I didn't
bedtime.
get crushes, period, somehow. I just friend zoned everyone, except for until like high school.
See, it is not.
And then it was only women. I never got crushes on men. Men just existed.
What'd she do to you? I stare off into middle distance, remembering the 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. I remember the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. I just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? What's that?
I did have a crush on one man, but I was already an adult.
Ah.
And it was at work, so I didn't do anything about it.
When's the last time I had a crush?
I also still only liked him half the time. I was still pretty critical.
I don't know. Having like a crush is not like something I consider anymore. Because like if I like someone enough, I do something about it. And if I don't, it just fades. Like the attraction just fades.
It just faded away.
Yeah.
It's like as long as I work, I'm not gonna do anything about it. It just fades away.
I've been attracted to people, but I don't know if I've had a crush in a long time.
Fair.
I have a crush on you.
That's cute.
I had to save it.
You had to say it to,
I have to say it.
be polite.
No. Hey, listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's my first crush in like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
just digging myself a deeper hole, aren't I?
You are. You totally are.
You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. I have to agree, that's bullshit. I love clam chowder.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
Oh, is this why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right. Let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vegas sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with the cool fish. Where you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. You're a wimp. I love aquariums.
Me too.
I want to walk through a tunnel with sharks. What are you?
Me too.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What? Are you worried that a whale is gonna pop up out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys, kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out.
Does this dude not have a job though? He's literally
I've
always
never seen him
free.
work. Never seen him work. Yep. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled.
The dream is to be a hot twink whose only job is to seduce hot dads.
That might be your dream, my love.
Shut up.
I'm not a dad, I'm a mom, but I can be pretty daddy for you if you want. Anyway, I'm glad you're here.
I'm not a twink. If I was a twink, you wouldn't be into me.
It's right, it's true.
Gay ass.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know this is the case with all middle schoolers. I've lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and... What's that?
I don't think I screamed that much in middle school. I don't think I screamed at all.
I was very quiet.
Ever.
I was very, very quiet, which should have been a red flag, but whatever.
Yeah, me too. I scream more now than I did in middle school.
Same. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over there. They're over here. Excuse me. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment and stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. Something's gonna happen. The classes start filling into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks, I like that. Wait,
I can't believe he didn't let them borrow a pencil.
I know. I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the Old Man in the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. I like this dude. Aquarium date. Aquarium dates are superior. I want to go on an aquarium date, but I'm,
not near an aquarium.
Thousands of miles away from that being viable. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times its size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Yes.
Do you hear the voices that come through like the game? Yeah?
No.
Because the dude who's doing
I mean, I do, but I like, my brain just zones them out.
the guy who's
I don't register.
the person who's doing the voice of this teacher is one of the Game Grumps. It's Aaron Hansen. It's the one who was controlling the trombone game that we watched yesterday.
Yes.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis.
If you step on them, they cry mommy.
Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... I think this is a real fish. Blue nose wiggly fish! I like it.
I actually think Blue Notes Bigly Fresh is the real one.
Really?
But it's up to you.
Oh.
Yeah, of course
It
it's the
is.
real one.
You're right. Thanks, baby. I once went to an aquarium tour with my friend. For the entire time, a random guy was telling his kids how yummy turtles and sharks are. Sharks aren't even yummy, though. They're just status food. Yeah? Did you know that, paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, or political fish trivia? Which one do you think you'd like? Probably psychiatric?
Psychiatric.
This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression. Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack or absolutely not?
Absolutely not. Would be funnier.
I'm playing it for the gag here. Ah, good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies of the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who are fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He really looks cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful.
Daddy's
isn't
a
he?
hoe.
What's that?
Daddy's a hoe.
Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing?
I mean, I would say the third one, but probably the first one.
Okay. Oh, he's shy. Hugo
Yeah.
turns bright red. He didn't like it. Maybe I put it on too thick.
Oops.
I mean, I'd rather not stare at you at all. Hugo looks confused. Great save, Elderflower. I mean, never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm suddenly very sweaty. I search around for a fish tank to dunk my head into to cool down. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his
Right.
sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Elderflower? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just got a little carried away some... Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why's that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan? Susan, get back here. She's trying to steal something.
Susan's such an adult name.
I never met a child named Susan.
I don't think there are children named Susan.
Hugo runs after the middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need bad cop. Look, kid. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Jesus Christ.
Well, of course it's that one. 5 to 10. Let's go with the first one. The second's too hardcore.
We don't have time for games here. Whatever it is, it goes back into the touch tank. Now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time, we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move. Hugo leans down and unzips a backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops it up, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where was he gonna die? Where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah. Enhance where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time this happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us. Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually a male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phone. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Oh, that sounds like hell. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Male humans could really use that.
Teach them a lesson.
Yes.
I wonder if they've had to deal with their kids' awkward...
They'll put a condom on that.
Yeah. I wonder if they had to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. I like Hugo. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour. The Arctic exhibit. Jesus Christ. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins.
Cute.
Hell yes. But with sharks. Penguins are cute. Man, I love sharks.
I know you love sharks, maybe.
Sharks are the best. So pretty.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Where'd you get some water?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad! Is it one of ours?
Hmm.
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock, hiding just out of sight of one of the... Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit jar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. The MIK Festival, CL, Chunga, Card, BTOB, Pentagon, Cherry Bullet, and more. I'll watch it specifically for CL, Chunga, Card, because I love all three of those. BTOB has great, like, vocals, and then Cherry Bullet, like, makes, like, fun songs. I'm not keen on boy bands, if I can be honest. So I don't know much about Pentagon. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs to the Puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody. I have an announcement. The whole room turns toward Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I turn into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst. Hey. The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you.
Neither can you.
Oh, you're gonna do that, girl? Thank you. My mouth is getting dry again. Thank you. I just try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy, I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me.
Oh, no.
Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured.
I could do the narration too if you want.
Okay. I would appreciate that. Kid, what are you even doing?
I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom.
Where are they even going to go?
They're gonna live in my closet.
Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here.
Not until I save a penguin.
Little known fact is that
Little
penguins
known
only...
fact is that-
Oh, this is Hugo.
Oh wait, I thought it was... Yeah. Go ahead.
Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly?
I was starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time.
Lay down the law, try to relate to her, or bribe her.
Oh, I mean, bribing would be most effective, but try to relate to her would be more responsible. I think back to the time we released all the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster.
Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money. Oh, you see.
Money. Give me money.
I will
Well,
give you $20.
Smart kid.
I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me.
Molly thinks for a second. He started too high. Okay, well, give it to me right now.
I reach into my pocket and pull out
Reach into
everything
my-
I have. Oh, yeah, it's you. Sorry.
I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Dumbass.
Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough?
Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds.
It's gonna be a mini game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Minimize eating for... Oh, dude.
You don't like minigames? What are we throwing at
I
them?
don't know, fish?
Oh, that's
Oops.
fish. It's like straight up projectiles. We're just beating these words down.
Yes.
Damn, this is animal cruelty.
Yes. This is hard.
You got this, baby. You beat those birds. You beat those birds to a pulp. Bribe that tea.
Bribe that teen. Only one escaped.
Yeah, that's.
Bribery works.
Bribery works.
Bribery works. Always try your best at
Baby.
everything. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, alright.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Going through shit at the Penguins. We had to. Obsessive breakdown. I'll check it out.
Hey.
That's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world.
They can't fly and they live in the cold. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing.
It's gonna be one of those awkward, like, sporadic claps.
Mm-hmm. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
Molly, what were you doing in there?
I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega.
You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands.
They will. Well, it was the thought that counts.
No, Molly, it wasn't.
Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
What?
What? Just pay you later, kid.
Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose that they can compare animal thief notes.
Oh.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Hmm?
Elderflower, did you just bribe a child?
You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line.
Yeah. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows differently. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here.
With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Ah.
Hey, Elderflower, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? Cheese boards.
I mean, let's go with that then.
Great. Well, I gotta make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I can pick up the narration now that there's only one voice. You can. I don't want you to do Amanda. Makes me uncomfy.
I'll do Amanda.
A cheese board. A cheese board is charcuterie.
Well,
Kinda. It's just cheese. It's a cutting board covered with cheese. Different kinds of cheeses, though.
charcuterie if there's like all the other shit in it.
Yeah, charcuterie has like the fruits and the nuts and the meats. The cheese board is just a bunch of different cheeses, and sometimes there'll be like bread or crackers on it, but for the most part, it's just cheese and stuff that pairs well with cheese.
Yeah. I think charcuterie requires the meat, cheese, crackers, and fruit.
Yeah. I think
The
cheese
base.
boards only have cheese. I don't know if they actually have
Yeah,
like.
only cheese and crackers. I think that's it.
Mhm. Yeah. They're basically platters, like hors d'oeuvre platters or like starter platters, you know what I mean? They're like super popular right now for like parties, but they've always been like delicious little additions. Like some charcuterie boards even go as far as having like caviar on them.
Honeycomb has been popular lately
Oh
on
my God.
charcuterie too.
So Jen had some chocolate covered honeycomb.
What the fuck?
I know it sounds so decadent. I want to try it. It has to be super bitter.
cool.
It have to be super bitter dark chocolate, right? Because like honeycomb is so sweet.
Yes, to
Yes.
balance that out. Otherwise, it'll be too much.
That reminds me, I have to order more honeycomb.
Yeah, you should order some dark chocolate too and try it out.
Try it together. Oh, baby, you're a genius.
Yes.
I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just
Just doing some homework. How's the aquarium?
It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
We've all been there.
I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
You got to go in the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us?
Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a
Kind of a what?
stick in the mud.
He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. All right, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes.
You mean take a nap?
There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. There's a difference. Dad tip number 20, keep your word.
I agree. Should keep your word.
Dad snark, proud parent. Mustache.
Turn another page in this book.
It's Aaron's voice for sure.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, Craig messaged me. Hey, dude.
Fair.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks for the update, Craig.
Oh, I got just the thing. That's how I would react too. Like, oh, I got something for you. Hang on, I got some Imodium. I'll head to
Me
the
too.
store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh no, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? Why, I've got the runs. I meant that I feel like running. Want to come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Chunky milkshakes are the worst. I can't drink milkshakes, so I can't have an opinion.
Well, you can get milkshakes and then get diarrhea.
I could, if I wanted diarrhea, I could drink a milkshake. My poor
Yeah.
stomach. It's like doubled up on the two things that hurt my stomach most. That's why
What two things?
milk and ice cream hurt me the
Lactose
most.
and oh,
Milk and
well,
ice
they're
cream.
both dairy, so
They're
they
both
don't
dairy, yeah.
count as two things.
I can eat yogurt okay for some reason. I think maybe because the whey's removed, and then, well, no, not the whey. Yeah, the whey. I don't know. I can eat yogurt fine, and then I can eat, cheese, but only to a certain point. After that, I can't have any more. I get stomach aches. Like that time I ate an entire wheel of brie because I baked it and I regretted it.
Oh, it looks so good
It
though.
was amazing. I have to make it for you.
The crunch on it.
Mm-hmm. It was so good. Next time, I have to remember to put it. I have to wrap it better because the phyllo like doesn't contain the cheese well
You
enough.
need a few layers.
Yeah, I needed a few more layers than what I had. What I think I'll do
You
next
always.
time.
Also, it's better for texture if you have a few layers. Like the crunch is better.
So what I'm thinking of doing next time is I'll slice the brie into 4 layers because I only sliced it in half. So slice it into 4 layers and wrap each layer with like 2 layers of phyllo dough. And then at the end, I'll wrap it all in like 1 or 2 layers, like if it's like a Wellington, you know what I mean?
I think you're a genius.
I think I'm a genius too.
We
Anyway,
can have dark chocolate with brie.
dark chocolate with brie fucks. Let me tell you. You just like add like grapes or apple, one of the two. Fucking amazing.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm
brie,
getting
honeycomb, dark chocolate.
yes, absolutely yes, perfect.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 minutes left in this Meat Hell or marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. But at least let me see if Betty, gets away from the wolves in time to get her sopressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven.
That made me uncomfortable.
What did?
Sopressata wrapped cheesecake.
The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. Okay, another minigame. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry. We're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Let's just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. Craig is like me when I'm trying to get someone to work out with me.
The worst.
Run that dad.
How do I do
Bullying
it? I don't know how to do it. Oh.
Run. Just run. Just do it, baby. Are you the see-through person?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you see-through?
I don't know.
Who's Megan?
I don't know who Megan is.
Why is the cum emoji?
I don't know. That's sweat, I think.
Oh.
Dan, Joseph, Elderflower, Craig, Susie, Tyler, and Vernon. Vernon, Tyler, Susie, Megan, like all these names that aren't like us are people from Game Grumps.
Makes sense. They're all beating us, except Dan. Dan can't run.
Dan can't run. Aaron's beating us? What?
Only because he made this game.
Yeah.
I wonder if we race, who would win?
Between you and I, it depends, because you have longer legs than me, but I have more endurance.
You have a broken knee and I have longer legs. So, I might win. I have a shot.
I don't know how to do this, to be honest. I'm just... doing my best.
See? It was cum. Now there's eggplant.
I don't know what the bar at the bottom is. I don't know how to do this, if I can be honest. I'm doing my best.
I think it's like your speed, like how you're doing, basically.
Sovik said it's dirty.
If you go super far, I think it becomes a dick.
Nice.
If you're doing good, it's higher. There's more cum if you do good. feel like you have to follow the path correctly.
I don't have to do anything on
If you
that.
get too
It
far
turns.
from Craig.
It turns.
Oh, okay. What makes it come?
I did pretty
Well,
good, I
at
think.
least it's over. You did great. Oh, hey!
Oh shit, I did really
You
good.
did amazing.
Way to go!
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, who next should we message? We can go on another date with Matt. We can go on a date with Brian. Another date with Hugo and have our cheese.
Who do we like? Do your pick. I picked twice.
Hmm. Let's see. I've never hung out with this dude, but I don't know if I want to hang out with him. He seems really fussy.
I don't wanna. He was kind of a jerk.
Brian's a bit of a braggart.
Yeah. Joseph's annoying.
Joseph's definitely annoying. Robert, we already...
Craig, Robert, Matt, Hugo.
Let's go in order. We'll go on Robert, because we've already been out with Robert before.
That's true.
Brian has the dad bod for sure. Eat a lot of broccoli. Don't eat too much broccoli. Bad for your tummy. Sneezing, hang on. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. Type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Don't wait around.
Watch cat videos on the internet.
Yeah. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back up in my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess this guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day.
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah. I get up and walk into the living room and sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel, Food Channel, or Game Show.
Food channel.
You're excited, Dad bod? When I was still in the closet, I used to casually date this guy who had like the ultimate dad bod. He was real nice guy. History Channel, you said, baby?
What I say? History Channel, Food Channel.
That's true. Oh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of the ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Oh my god.
I love this. I want to watch this. What the fuck?
I want to watch this
This
too.
game. Let's watch this.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Weaselbrow to cook a gourmet delicacy.
You're welcome.
I walk over to you're the best, to the refrigerator and open the door. Sandwich, microwave, don't microwave eggs. Mustard jar.
I made the lady microwaved eggs and they turned out great.
Okay, well then we'll
Cool.
microwave some eggs. It seems easy enough. Put some eggs in the microwave and set the timer. Oh no!
Not like that. 17 minutes.
Let's do it.
So big.
8 minutes into cooking the eggs. A thick plume of black smoke begins to emit from the microwave. For some reason, the egg starts to spark and catch on fire. I pull the plug on the microwave and try to put out the egg fire. The entire kitchen smells of plastic and burning, but these are the best microwaved eggs I've ever had. I finish my snack and walk around the house. Some more bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, I found an old basketball hoop that would hang off the door. It would really bring that living room together. I wonder where I put that. Spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam!
Come on and slam me.
Yes. Welcome to the jam, baby. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. Welcome to the jam! Finished it for me.
It is you.
We have to watch that movie eventually. It's got to be one of those days where we want something entirely stupid.
Let's do it.
I pull away from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking to fade away. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something Space Jam. I would. I absolutely would. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped, Toddler Tantrum. Or Toddler Tournament.
Ice cream.
What you have put in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glaze with creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears.
Are we bad people for watching this?
Yes. After a few more episodes, Amanda goes to bed. I checked my computer one last night. Still nothing from Robert. But it says he read my message. Is he ignoring me? Eventually I climb into bed and get some rest, but I just can't stop wondering why Robert won't message me back. In college, me and my friends used to watch any Fast and Furious film. I'll watch any stupid film. Sorry, I'm drinking water. Okay. So we shouldn't have messaged Robert. That's okay.
Probably not.
Date complete. Embarrassed child.
Oh, that was a nice date.
It's an F, watch. Let's see.
See. See for showing up. I mean...
Welcome. You've got dads.
Are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go down to the art walk downtown, and we were wondering if you'd come with us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Oh my god.
I can't believe they're friends.
I know. It's... Whoa. Why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I'm gonna destroy this computer. Elderflower, this is a group chat. I'm getting achievements every time I complete a date. You have to get 3 of them. And then I'm assuming there's a 4th one if you're successful at romancing the daddy. Oh,
What?
Sobek asked, or mentioned I'd gotten an achievement. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Victorians were well versed in information security. Elderflower, do you want to see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. See that art. I yelled in the mic. I'm sorry. I got excited.
No, it was great. It was perfect.
Really excited. I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. Don't apologize.
I also
Own it. Own the yelling. Yell again.
I love art museums. They're really fun. I love them almost as much as I love aquariums. It's a really good time.
Oh yeah.
Gee, I heard myself go through your microphone.
You did great.
Damien and Hugo invited me to a monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Elderflower? Turn up. Oh, it's Joseph.
Okay, so
You want to do your own Joseph?
I need to tell you something. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Is this a good time?
Yeah. I mean, we're on stream, but...
So you've been saying elderflower wrong. It's elderflower. You have to flower.
Flo-
It's like a flower.
Floa.
Flower.
Elderfloa.
Flower.
Elderfloa.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, got it.
Flower.
Floa.
Yes, you did correct.
Got it. Okay, great.
Okay.
We'll fix it.
It's not flower, it's
Floa.
flower.
Floa.
Yes. Thank you.
Mhm. Do you want to be Joseph?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Give me your whitest voice, okay, baby?
I don't know how that works.
You'll do great, don't worry. Yes.
I don't do voices.
Yeah, I think everybody still thinks Joseph is very creepy civic. And I do love art museums. I love the fresh perspectives, but I also love just it's very pretentious to say this. I like looking at like other people's perspectives. Like reading is that, but in the long format. Because it takes a long time to get through what a writer is trying to tell you. But an artist gives you something that you can look at and you can just kind of innately feel it. Anyway, it's very pretentious, but you know, that's who I am. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me.
What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art. I can do white girl voice. I can't do white man voice.
It's fine.
It's just hard for me. Appreciative.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to the art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too?
Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here.
Thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out.
Are you allowed to say that?
Saying what?
You know, thank God.
Yep, I actually get double points when I say it, since I'm a minister. Those points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where's the guys?
I look around and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve.
Oh.
Evening, friends.
I hate this. We keep doing it. Who's ready for some art? Art is dead and nothing is real. No idea what I'm in for. You know I am.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. You know I am.
You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames and also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff.
Well put, elderflower.
Oh.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art
Damn.
now.
Oh.
Me too. I've got the table in sight. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wine.
We're gonna talk with Hugo, or we're gonna get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph. That's hard.
That's so hard.
It's a hard choice because cheese and tiny wine sounds dope, but it's Joseph. But art sounds, art's fun, but it's with Hugo.
Art sounds art.
Art sounds art.
Artsy, art sounds artistic.
But
Art
we
sounds art.
get teacher and
It's just cheese and wine. So,
with Joseph.
I mean, I tolerate people for less.
I think I need to cheese up before I delve into art appreciation.
Good idea. Appreciating art does burn a lot of calories. Gotta grab up on these crackers.
Joseph and I sidle
I
up to
don't
the
even know what
snack
I'm
table.
doing.
I don't know what you're doing anymore, but I'm here for it.
Me neither.
And there's a pretty nice spread of little plastic cups of white wines, crackers,
I'm
grapes,
just
cheese.
doing whatever now.
You just do what you want to do, baby. You go crazy.
This is where my speed.
We eat a couple of cheese cubes in silence. These are really good.
Hey.
up. I didn't eat dinner. I think. Shut up. I think I could probably just fill up on snacks if I'm sneaky about it.
I already ate dinner, but I will always have room for cheese. Mood.
Oh.
I'm going in for more crackers. Cover me.
See you later, Sylvie.
So yeah.
I shield Joseph
Oh
from
my
a
god.
small
Pardon
crowd
my voice.
of... I shield Joseph from a small crowd of mild-mannered art people milling around the room. I don't think anyone's paying attention. You should probably get back to Damien and Hugo.
Wait, let me just fill this cup with cheese first. For the road.
Cheese?
The best kind.
It's the only good take. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hanging on the walls.
Oh, cheese.
What am I looking at here?
Ah.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a butt.
It reminds me of my childhood. It'd be funnier.
That one's funnier. The gestures, the color, they remind me of my childhood. Oh, I skipped it on accident. Intriguing that you'd discover something so personal in an image so non-specific, Mr. Weaselbrow. May I ask you to say a little more?
It's a butt.
Just kidding, it's a butt!
Could be both.
Go, certainly. Let's keep going. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that is portrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which, in a way, speaks to the essential nature of human experience. That is a good analysis.
Is it? It just sounds like bullshit strung together.
That sounds like an analysis, like what people would say about abstract art.
Yeah, it's bullshit strung together.
The scars left by the passage of time and the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of pre-Oedipal
Just use as many
consciousness.
big words possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slow down there, Elderflower. Do us a favor and keep it simple.
You turned into like an old-timey detective.
I don't know why. I don't even know what this voice is or where it came from.
It's a butt.
Hmm.
Everyone else stares at the painting.
Yeah, that's definitely bad.
Ah.
While a valid assessment, I can't help but feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intent.
Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist like butts.
You are a servant of the Lord.
We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Comparing this piece of the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization. Wow, how'd you figure that?
Yeah.
Ah.
That's what it says on
Wow.
the placard. Oh,
Ah.
let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. I could do that.
Hmm?
Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here.
Hmm?
Yeah.
No,
No,
come back.
no, come back here. Sorry, I was answering. Mooney messaged me. The patron walks away, not noticing Huming fuming right next to him.
Hmm?
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or artistic skill to execute a piece, even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Art is the truest expression of self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the
A
best,
horrible insult.
but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it.
Hmm.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much.
Who said that he could draw it?
Huh?
Who said that I could draw better?
A patron, some random patron.
Oh, okay.
We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder.
You know what? We eat the mood.
Is it cheese?
No,
Oh.
it's wine and cheese.
Oh.
I mean, it kind of this is growing on me.
Co-signed.
Growing on me with wine and cheese.
Yeah. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese.
Oh.
We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it gonna be any weirder than this art?
How delightful.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. That's you.
Hold on. Let's do it.
Oh.
Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Arabia.
So, quick question.
Ah.
Shoot,
Mm-hmm.
what is happening?
Oh.
You never undulate on the ground with a homie?
All the homies undulate on the ground together.
I second this question.
Hmm.
Performance art. What does it mean?
Ah.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Weaselbrow.
Bruh. Okay.
Hold on. Fear of existence, the very humanity of being human. They're really screaming. But
Which one?
I mean, but
What do you think they're trying to say?
Yeah.
I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis.
Ah.
That's beautiful, Damien.
so what you're saying is if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I like really mean it.
Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
It's gonna start making fart noises, but based on this look on your face, the joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Hmm.
Oh.
Wise.
Hey.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
We make. I'm laughing because there was a chorus of like noises, like voices.
Oh,
Yeah, ohs.
I heard this one. I'm paying more attention to it now.
Yeah.
As you mentioned it.
We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by way too much wine and too much cheese.
Tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. I mean, it's a very relatable statement.
Wax wings too close to the sun.
Hmm?
Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too. I feel like it's more appropriate imagery.
Oh.
But it'd be delicious.
A nice Emmenthaler, possibly.
Oh.
if you guys were painters, what would you paint?
I actually dabble in oils. I paint mostly landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors.
Paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats.
Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork.
Yeah, boats are cool.
Oh.
What about you, Elderflaw? Oh, tasteful nudes of the artist. Food artistry, landscape. Food artistry.
One or three.
I would probably do still lifes of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. See, baby.
Would there be cheese involved?
See, I thought about that, and no, I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
All right, boys. Good art.
Good art. Agreed. See you guys around?
Well, you want to or not? We're all neighbors after all.
I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. Look at situations positively. Oh, jeez.
All right.
That was a mighty crunch.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna pick Matt this time.
Oh.
Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room.
There.
Wanna go to the coffee spoon?
Oh, so you get called cool once. And now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff?
Amanda.
Are you gonna bring your laptops and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology?
Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not?
Let me get my laptop and my leather-bound journal.
Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar painted face.
Hey,
Go ahead.
you yelled at a bunch the other night.
Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts.
And who might you be, miss?
This is my daughter, Amanda. The person I am father to and am very protective of.
I make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call it witch house music, but okay. Here's a word of my ego. And content is just a way my need to impress you.
You're eating your mic again.
Sorry.
Thank you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child!
Appropriate line for me?
Have you seen Taken?
Yes.
Should I do it?
Do it.
Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills, too. I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I'll be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little.
Dad.
Elderflower! Matt comes out from washing the dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high five as cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee.
At your service. I'm only here until Bacon Vale starts their milk tour.
When's that?
Well, we have to put a record first.
Hey,
All right, Pablo. Now what do we do with customers again?
Right, yes.
Pablo clears his throat.
Hello, good folks of Maple Plain. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? Smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Classic. And you?
Decaf for Cutie, Father John Misto. Ooh, I don't know.
Let's get Daddy for Daddy.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Father John Misto, please.
Oh, that might be the worst pun I've ever heard.
Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy.
hey.
Oh, I was making a joke off. Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty. So I was... Yeah, never mind.
Come right up.
Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again.
Oh.
Hell yes.
Hmm.
I'm actually gonna be training Pablo in a couple hours. I was gonna go record shopping. Wanna come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old butts. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Hey.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? Excuse you. There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer, or truer to the artist's intent, but really I think it's just nice to collect records.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That's why I try to get as many records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around the radio with cassette tapes so that we could record our favorite songs? It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you can just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Oh.
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres: future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where even to start. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Hey.
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be?
What flavor would you
I don't know, not vanilla. Strawberry's too sweet. Strawberry's a little sweet.
That is so offended. Cookies and cream or purple?
Cookies and cream, probably.
Hey.
Okay.
If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil, camouflage, summer breeze, power violence, cherry blossom. I like I like that name. I'd buy it for the name. Which one?
Spring Creek Fireball is probably most you, to be honest.
Let's try that one. Oh, is it because it's maybe cinnamon?
Yeah.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambience, howls to of the bone chorus. Probably rain.
What's your favorite what?
Ambiance.
Okay.
I'd say rain, probably. What's your dream vacation spot? Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. Starting a new life in the Baltics. Inside an active volcano in my backyard.
Tell me. You don't know?
Mm.
Starting a new life, obviously.
What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food.
I'm torn between 3 and 4, but you?
Honestly, probably 1 and 4.
Let's go with 1.
Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Smokey Rolls Down the Thunder Canyon by Devendra Banhart. Sounds like what you need is some Devendra Banhart.
Devendra.
Huh?
Devendra.
Devendra.
Close enough.
Yeah. Actually, I think everyone needs a little bit of Devendra. I can't.
You did great, baby.
In their lives. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our record to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counters. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? That nerd is my buddy Elderflaw. Elderflaw, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, you're not doing anything. Well, if Megan Vale be playing? If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments in my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me when I going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We'd always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Our parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
What a resourceful dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's so awkward and he's so resourceful.
I know. Oh, Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet me in an alley near the coffee shop. We're gonna get high and listen to records. That's a pretty rad date. I can't do it now, but I used to. It would be cool when I could.
Okay, get you out of your federal job.
Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it, and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of the deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters shrouded in
He
darkness.
doesn't want to pay her college bill, so he's sticking it on this poor guy.
Is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman? Surprise, the person jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. I didn't know that Lucian was Damien's son.
But it's tracks.
Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is... Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt.
I'm not wearing a wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Fight mutually assured destruction. I mean third one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, taking your clothes off with a kid, Look, man, we're
Yeah.
trying to buy drugs from you. We know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us. We have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right. Now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright. How much do you want? One what? Yeah. He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much? One? Oh my, oh my god. Look, here. Take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Don't forget this ever happened. I won't tell your dad. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree. That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off public property before we smoke this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. Awesome, let's do some drugs. Matt pulls one of the records out of the bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection. I've been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. I had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. That is an ottoman, sir. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. If you say so. Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco into a pipe. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice-looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think? Take it. And I take it. Well, let's...
Someone that get a picture. Okay. That call for it. You go for it.
I think this one's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's what people call it. I like the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drugs just have gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. Sorry. Club P says, the 24 says that they actually love this game. This game is actually really fun. Ironically, a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah. It's not weed. Oh god. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right.
Oh.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with it. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. You two were in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, it seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. Couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rose and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. Long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened.
Aww,
No,
that's so sad.
Matt's Matt, buddy.
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Yeah.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School ever had to offer. No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Anybody here's Wonderwall?
No.
I think stick to your ska roots.
Yes.
Hey, I think I'm good. I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Wait, that was just Smoke on the Water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy. Can you top that?
Hey.
I shouldn't. Oh, come on.
Oh.
No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it or drop it.
Drop back into it. Drop it. He seems really uncomfortable.
Okay, buddy, sorry to put pressure on you. I mean, it's not a problem. It was good to watch you get back in touch with the music that flows through you. I learned to play that song when I was 15. Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine. Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for a sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. It smells like a pizza parlor in here. What? Nothing. So, what's up? God, I'm hungry.
Whoa!
Wait, no. Hi, hungry? No. I'm dead! Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. I was record collecting. It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. No, he didn't.
What?
I think we were supposed to tell him to get back into it.
Oh,
He
I
played,
respect boundaries.
I mean, it's not necessarily a boundary.
It's not, but he seemed uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He was very much like, he said no like twice, 2, 3 times. I'm like, I'm not gonna push it.
He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night. That's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off of the chord progression. Hannah and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room. Do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? That song is stuck in my head all night. Stand up for yourself and don't let anybody disrespect you. 520.
That's me.
All right, I think
Oh.
I'm gonna call it here for anyone who's watching. Dad tip: go ask your mother. Yeah, I'm calling it here. I'm tired, and I've been talking a lot. My mouth is very dry and my throat is getting scratchy. So it was fun. Thank you for watching.
Good night.